So Tena Stetler, paranormal author, welcome to Creativity and the Paranormal.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, so happy to have you. Our backgrounds are so different. I like yours a little better actually right now. Of course, I have to be, this is Creativity and the Paranormal. But I think people know, but I'm going to say it again. I am paranormal fiction author S.K. Andrews. And my book series is The Kelly Society, and it is essentially Ghostbusters meets Braveheart. That kind of gives the essence of it. I have 2 books out, so just letting that out there. So now we're going to talk to Tena Stetler, a fellow paranormal fiction author and paranormal romance author, of course.
Romance and mystery.
And mystery, yeah.
Yeah, the latest one that just came out in March, the 20th, was Security Force of 2, which is my first
can you move it
mystery,
a little over?
romance mystery.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect segue. And anyway, first of all, if you guys see something on her shoulder, explain to us what you have there, who you have there.
That is Taco. Hey, you turn around and say hi? No, she can't. She is an eclectus parrot, and she's molting, and she is a Velcro bird. If I leave her in the other room, she'll scream.
Oh,
so,
okay.
There she is.
So we welcome Taco, and I do have to say real quick, couple years ago, you were featured in one of my blog posts for 31 Days of Halloween. Every day in October, I put up a different blog post. And it's hosted by a character from my book, Bay of Darkness. So that's always really fun. And you were one of my features. And I asked for a picture of you in costume, but you also sent a picture of Taco in a Halloween costume.
Yes, she dresses up for she dresses up for Halloween.
Yeah, it was a cape.
It was a witch, right?
Yeah,
she had a witch's hat and a cape.
So we have a witchy parrot with us today. I love it. So since you brought up Security Force of 2 that you said just came out, right?
Yep, they come out the 20th.
Okay, and it is the Mountain Town Mysteries Book 1. So I want to give everyone a taste of it right now. Tell me if I have this right. Mycon Zane? Mykoa. Okay, great. I wanted to get that one straight. I think I've got everything else. So Mykoa Zane, a Special Forces veteran, returns to Aspen Ridge, Colorado, a small town nestled in the Rocky Mountains, to settle his beloved grandmother's estate. But the town holds painful memories and mystical family secrets he wants to leave behind for good. Candle Bearclaw, fabulous name, by the way. Candle Bearclaw is a gifted computer analyst programmer with psychic talents she buried when recruited out of college by the CIA. After 15 years, she abruptly resigns her position and returns to her sleepy hometown to discover her childhood crush has also returned and a violent crime has been committed. Due to their covert operations experience, Candle and say it.
Mykoa. It's American Indian.
See, I like it to be real. I don't want this stuff to be over-rehearsed. Okay, with me, you get the real. So, due to their covert operations experience, Candle and Mykoa are thrown together to assist Homeland Security, FBI, and her father, the former chief of police, with a murder investigation. As they search for the perpetrators, their secrets risk being revealed as the investigation takes an unusual twist that could blow the case wide open. Ooh, that one I want to read.
Yeah, I was a little nervous when I put it out or turned it in because it was different than anything I had written before.
Oh, but that's wonderful. You're expanding.
And it's gotten all 5 stars since it was released.
Oh, that's
so great. I'm really thrilled. People seem to really like it.
Oh, yes. Well, I've read 3 of yours already, and I can make this number 4. So let me throw out your bio, some info for you real quick. This is what I've got from your page. So Tena Stetler is an international best-selling author of over 17 award-winning paranormal romance novels and cozy mysteries. With an overactive imagination, me too, love that. She wrote her first vampire romance as a tween to the chagrin of her mother and the delight of her friends. Colorado is her home, shared with her husband, a brilliant Chow Chow. Not that your husband's a brilliant Chow Chow, no. I'm going to say that again. Colorado is her home, shared with her husband and a brilliant Chow Chow, a spoiled parrot, Taco, and
Right
a
there.
45-year-old box turtle. Aw. With the Rocky Mountains outside her window, she sits at her computer surrounded by a wide array of witches, vampires, shapeshifters, demons, faeries, and gryphons, with a Navy SEAL or two mixed in, telling her their tales.
That's
Her
correct.
fascinating books tell stories of magical kick-ass women, I love that, mystical alpha males that dare to love them. Well, okay, travel, adventure, magic, and a bit of mystery flourish in her books, along with a few companion animals to round out the tales. That's great. Loving it. I stumbled a bit, but you know what? I get to say things again and kind of
Don't
focus.
we all? We read ahead
Yes, yes.
of
Okay,
what you're
so
saying.
the next thing is what we like to do here is share some spooky kind of paranormal mugs. So I'll start out. Today I chose the Harry Potter store, the Wizarding World store in New York City, where I went last October with my sisters. I live 90 minutes north of New York City in the Hudson Valley, New York. So, and I went again with a friend of mine a few months later. So this came from the Harry Potter store.
How cool.
Mm-hmm.
I left my
You have
cup in the
something?
kitchen, unfortunately.
I'm sorry?
I said I left my cup in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Well, you can
Unfortunately.
describe it to us.
Okay, it's a cup my girlfriend gave me I think she gave it to me last year at Halloween, and it has a picture of these two girls and these two with witches hats on, and they have these two little goblins that are sitting beside them, and it said Happy Halloween, which
Oh,
was really cool with
nice.
the little pumpkin in the middle,
Oh,
because she
how
knows how
cute.
well we've been friends for forever, and
Yeah.
she knows how well I like Halloween.
Oh, well,
So
me too.
it was
Well,
really cool.
yes, I can imagine it. And we'll see it another time maybe. But I'm gonna get some questions to you now. Okay. So
Okay.
the very first one is, what is it about the paranormal realm that inspired you to write in that genre?
I don't have to be in the real world.
Yeah.
That's why I when I come retreat into my writing den, it's all fantasy world that I've created and characters that I really enjoy. So then I don't have to worry about the outside world or anything that's going on out there. I worked as a paralegal for 18 years for a
Oh,
criminal attorney, and
wow.
that was enough of that.
Oh, yeah, you probably gathered a lot of information from that experience too, right?
Yeah, most of it I don't want to write about.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
Exactly. So I'm with you there. Hey, you know, nice fantasy world. I'm in the real world too, make no mistake, right? But when we choose to, we can go into our own world.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. You don't have a picture. Obviously, I have a background put up because my writing cave is in transition.
Oh,
I
okay.
I
Remodeling.
am I am taking a lot of the um files and that kind of stuff and taking them down and putting them in my basement, and then rearranging things. As I told you earlier this week, I have a new computer, which is
Oh,
absolutely driving me nuts
oh no.
because I had my other one for almost 9 years, and it's a tabletop, so is the other one, but everything is not attached, and I keep forgetting that, like the
Oh,
camera, like the mic, like
right.
a lot of the files. So I'm switching back and forth and using an outside hard drive to do that, to go between the computers. And it's a nightmare because
Oh,
I'll go,
wow.
okay, do I have that file?
Well,
Nope, don't have it on this one. Got to go to the
you're
next one.
yeah,
So it's
you're better tech than me. I can't even, I just
so
have
it's
to
kind of a mess. I have my 2 screens up, but the rest of my office is not. It's not. You don't want to look at it.
Well, it'll be fun to redo it though too. So
Yeah, I'll be done with it
yeah.
soon because I just finished. I'm working on the second book in the Mountain Mysteries series.
That's great.
So
Starting
yeah,
a new
and then
series, how fun.
the other one come out. So now I'm
Yeah.
kind of in between real quick is when I'm trying to get all my
Right.
books gathered up and all my stuff. And I share my office with my husband.
Oh, that's so
So
great though.
he is on the other side of the
Yeah.
office sometimes. Now he's
Okay.
outside today. He's out, so
Okay.
he's sales is what he does a lot of.
Oh, right,
Construction.
okay.
So he's out and about, but then when he has to come in and do
Yeah.
paperwork, he
So he
sits
rents
next to
space
me.
from you in the office.
Exactly.
So let me ask you, do you have a favorite paranormal movie or TV show now or growing up when you were growing up?
Oh yeah, growing up, this is gonna date me. This is terrible.
Oh,
The
me too.
Ghost and Mrs. Muir. I don't
Oh,
know if you ever did you ever
I
hear
love
that?
that.
Oh, I absolutely love that.
Yes.
And my son actually got me the CD or DVDs for Christmas
Uh-huh.
for that
Hope Lang,
series.
right? Hope Lang.
Yeah.
She was the lead, yeah.
And I absolutely love that series. And still, it's dated, but I still enjoy it. We watch it on, Friday night after we get our pizza and settle the bird, the dog, and the turtle. Everybody is settled down and we sit and
Yeah.
we watch that one. We also have Perry Mason, which is really weird. I never realized it until we played the DVDs back. They were all set in Denver. He
Oh,
actually,
really?
Raymond Burr actually had a home in Denver, and he set all
Oh,
of those, not the first ones that he did in the 1960s or 70s,
the
but the
black and
ones
white.
that, yeah, but the ones he done, the recent ones in the 80s and the 90s before he
Oh,
passed
okay.
away, were all done in Denver, and you could see all of this stuff and Colorado Springs.
So he wanted to be close to home, right?
I guess
Yeah.
it's really neat seeing all that because it's
Yeah.
obviously 20, 30 years old. And the one courthouse that he used is now a museum in Colorado Springs.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So it
great.
was
Yeah.
interesting to discover that.
Oh, that's so cool. Excuse me. But yeah, I loved the Ghost of Mrs. Muir as well as the original film with Rex Harrison.
Mhm.
And gosh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, beautiful actress. So I have to ask this one. Sorry, my hair's getting in my way. I asked this of everyone. Have you ever seen a ghost or experienced something unusual?
People are going to think I'm crazy, and maybe I
Oh,
am.
oh,
I
not
could be.
here. Not here.
But it was really weird. It was the anniversary recently of my mother's death 25 years ago. She
Oh,
passed away,
I'm sorry.
and she never knew that she knew as a child I wrote all these books and I gave them to my friends and I did that stuff, but she never knew that I was going to be a published author. And now I've been published for 18 books. And I was talking to my husband and I said, what do you think my mom would think? Would she be proud of me, or would she think, that I'm just taking the easy way out? Because she worked very hard her entire life.
Mm.
And so he said, I think she'd be proud. And I went, well, let's hope so. Well, the next morning I came into my cave, I sat down and was working on my second book. And I was going along and I had Scrivener open and all my stuff open, and I smell Lily of the Valley, which is a perfume that my mother always had. I don't have the
Oh,
perfume around because I'm allergic to it. And I'm going, what is that? So I went out in the living room. I didn't find anything. I went, okay, fine. So I went back to work. I thought, over active imagination's working
Yeah.
again. So I sat there and I went, okay. Well, then this cool breeze come from behind me. I have no windows open.
Oh,
I have no doors open, nothing. And I'm
wow.
looking, okay, all right. So I look over, I have a concealed carry and my gun is on the other side of my desk always,
Oh,
just
okay.
in case.
Yeah.
And I went, okay. And then I feel a cold hand, or pressure is more like it, on my left shoulder.
Oh,
Talk about weird.
wow.
And I sat here going, okay. And this feeling of fear that I had for a little bit, when I reached over and looked at the gun and went, okay,
Uh-huh.
went completely away. And it was just like calm. I felt calm and I felt
Oh.
happy. And it was really, normally I'm a happy person anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it was all gone. I mean, it was just that fast, probably a series of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But is that weird or what?
Oh man. Oh, I think it's fabulous. And it's so, I mean, I think it was your mother.
I
And
do too.
it's so
I do.
interesting how you smelled the perfume, but then you talked to your husband, said, oh gosh, maybe it was something else, right? And then you come back and then the hand on the shoulder happened.
Yeah, it was weird
Yeah.
because I thought, well, did I leave the sliding glass door open? I try not to do that
Right.
because then, of course, it gets cold in here, especially as
Yeah.
cold and snowy as it's been. But nothing was open, nothing at
Oh
all.
my
And
gosh.
he left. He went out to the meeting he had. I sat down, and that all the rest of that happened. I called him on the phone. I said, "You're never going to believe this." He goes,
Well,
"I told you." He said, "I told you she was proud of you." And that
oh,
was their
that
way
is
of
so
telling me that.
wonderful.
I'm like, okay, well,
I listen to a lot of paranormal podcasts. That's what I like to do too. One day I'd like to have one, but I've got this YouTube channel I can do now, so that's great. But so many women on there, well, and men too sometimes, but mostly it's women. They say, my husband didn't believe me, my partner didn't believe me, my boyfriend doesn't believe me, and he's a skeptic. Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. I do not judge that. But to hear your husband say, I told you, I mean, that's just really great to hear,
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He's very much a believer in, I'll go. We don't need to go there today because something bad's going to happen, or that kind of stuff.
Wait, he says that?
No, I will say that
You say that.
to
Okay.
him, and we go, okay, we're not going. The first year we were married, they had a plane crash in Widefield, in our town.
Near
And the
you?
night before, I told Bruce that we probably should not go. We were going to go down. I had a ceramic shop that I shopped at in Widefield, Colorado. And I said, I don't think we should go down there today. We'll just wait and go next week or whatever. He goes, okay, whatever. And that plane crashed at noon that day in
Oh
that
my
park,
gosh, Tina.
right behind the ceramic shop. Luckily, it didn't hit the ceramic shop.
Yeah. Gosh, I hope people were okay. I don't know, but
No, they weren't. It was Lockerbie. It was called, it was from Lockerbie, Scotland. And I think that they all lost.
oh gosh, I think I remember that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. But let me ask you, no wonder you have a psychic female character like I do. What did it, when you had the idea in your head, we shouldn't go there today, what did it feel like to you? What was the feeling you were getting?
It's fine as long as I don't try to go. If I just have that
Okay.
feeling like I'm not going to, it's like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
just not going to, and I'm fine. But
Yeah.
if I try to go, I have equal to, I guess you'd call a panic attack.
Oh, okay.
When you move forward,
Mhm.
going like, I don't think I should do this. Or really, when you feel everybody has that feeling like shouldn't do that. Don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And you do it
Yeah.
anyway, and usually you're in trouble when you do.
Right. Okay. So
But that's usually the feeling that happens if in fact I go ahead and try to push it. And I just don't.
yeah.
When I was younger, a teenager, I would. And 9 times out of 10, whatever it was
Oh,
bad news.
right. And you learned your lesson, right?
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, nobody has to believe me. I just have to believe that we just don't do this stuff.
Yeah. It's
So,
funny, I've been having intuitive things lately too, being in touch with your intuition. I mean, mine was not as drastic as you. I'm not laughing at it, believe me. I was leaving for a trip. I just got back from a trip to the coast of Oregon with my sisters. So that was really fun. So I'm leaving my apartment really early to get to the train. The train has to go to Grand Central Terminal in New York City. Then I
wow.
cab to JFK. So I'm leaving and I had everything organized and everything. And I go down one block and because I live close to the train, so I have a roller suitcase and I'm just going along the street. I don't need the cab. So, I mean, just to get to the train station up here, but a thought just came into my head. And the thought was, do you have your phone? And I'm like, so I looked in my purse. I had everything but my cell phone because I have a bench right next to the front door, like a cute little wooden bench under the coat rack. And I had set it down because I was getting everything else. Usually I put it right into my purse, like right before I leave. It's always in my purse. So I had to go back up the back in. But thank goodness I made it because it would have detained me from, getting to the plane. And I swear to you, it just popped into my head. I don't know if I have a guardian angel or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. And a lot of people out there will say, well, you just remembered, and that's fine. But I'm telling you, I wasn't even thinking about a phone or anything. It just popped into my head out of the blue. And if I'd gone much farther, I would have had to come trudging back up. So anyway,
Yeah, you got your exercise, didn't you,
yeah.
that day for your train ride?
And thank God I got the phone. So
Yes.
whoever it was, I said, thank you. Thank you. But hey, what advice would you give to aspiring writers? And what I'm kind of focusing on, you can go in any area you like, but what I'm kind of throwing out there are people who are writing. Let's say they're doing a good job. They're trying to get published. And what advice would you give to them? Oh, there's Taco.
Oh, did she
When you
show up?
turn,
Oh, there she is.
yeah, there's Taco.
Lean forward, she'll show up.
Yeah.
I would say don't listen to all the naysayers.
Oh,
You
that
know,
was
if
the
you
next question. So to combine them, that's great.
so
Yeah.
if you get like 5 or 6 comments and they say, you ought to tweak this just a little because it isn't right, or you don't like the, whatever. Yeah, listen to them, take a look and see. But if people are just telling you, well, I don't like this, or you shouldn't like that, writing is subjective. You'll never please all the people.
Yeah.
So do what you love and what you write, what you love, because if you don't, your readers will know it.
Yeah. That's so true. And yeah, someone was saying, oh gosh. Someone I knew had an agent years ago and they said, well, police procedural is the big thing right now, so you got to write that. Well, by the time you're done writing it, the trend may have changed. And why are you chasing trends? You can't chase trends. Like you said, it's what you're passionate about, what you love to write. And then, yeah, that's what's going to come out.
Exactly.
And it's so funny you said that because my next question, if people want to answer, was what advice would you give when it comes to naysayers? And that's the type of thing you were talking about.
Yeah, you just, you always have those, I call them trolls.
Yes.
They will attack your book and they will give you a bad review. Half the time, it's not even your book. I mean, I experienced that my debut novel, Demon's Witch, came out and everybody liked it. I got good reviews. I still get good reviews.
Yeah.
But this one lady made it into a political terror thing.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, she said it's a political intrigue, she called it. She said, you really shouldn't, that's not something, how they put it. It's still up on Amazon. But they said that's not something a lot of people like to read because it makes them feel bad. I'm like, that's not my book. I don't know what you read, lady,
Yeah.
but it wasn't my book.
That is a stretch, and it sounds like a personal stream of consciousness being just shot out at just
Yeah,
randomly,
it was weird. And
Um,
I don't know if you've experienced that, but I've talked to several other authors that they have gotten those type of comments, and it couldn't possibly be their book.
right. I haven't yet, but the second, I believe it was the second interview that I had for the very first book, Bay of Darkness, review on
I
Amazon.
love that book.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, and I love yours too. A Witch's Journey and The Witch's Wedding. I'm sorry, I don't have the titles exactly. And then the one in Wilder, Wyoming.
Yep.
So anyway, Tina's a great author, you guys. You got to check it out. So,
Have you
okay.
read the oh, what is it? Hidden Gypsy Magic?
Oh, well, it was the assignment, an angel's assignment.
Ah,
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
So
You gotta
anyway, that
check
was
out. You will love the Hidden Gypsy Magic. The
well, I
house
already love
cleans
the
itself.
title. So
Yeah, the house cleans itself, and so does the cabin.
oh, hey, I need her here.
And it cooks dinner
I
too.
will, yeah. Oh, I will definitely check that out. But it's so funny. So I was so excited to have, this. It was my first paranormal fiction and everything. This is actually a funny story. And the second review I got was some woman, and it's still on there. I don't know how to take them off. It's okay. It doesn't matter. She wrote, 1 star out of 5. Okay, and then she wrote, I don't know how this book got on my Kindle. I'm trying to get it off my phone. This is something I would never read. So, that's fine. And then I think somebody answered her and said, contact Amazon Tech and, tech advice or whatever. They can help you. So what's funny is she didn't read it and it accidentally got on her phone. But I understand you don't like paranormal. That's totally fine. But then why did you give it 1 star out of 5? You didn't even read it.
She was mad it was on her Kindle.
What?
She was mad it was on her Kindle.
Yeah. Hey, I wish I could help you take it off. That's So anyway, tell us about any new, like you said, new project coming out. So you've got the book 2 of Mountain Town Mysteries coming out.
Yes,
Do
I'm
you have a
working
little
on that one.
blurb for that?
I don't have anything for that yet. It's only
Okay.
about half written. So
Oh, okay.
I do have another one coming out July 10th, which is it is a sequel to the let's see, that was Meringue Snowflake Magic, came out in December.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
written in the same town. And
What's the town?
It is Ravens Hollow, Colorado.
In Colorado. Okay.
It's a small town in the Colorado Rockies with a population of unique townspeople. Blaze, a dragon shifter, and Winter, the witch, are knee deep in wedding preparations when Winter's mother, Jade, goes missing.
Oh.
After opening her new antique store and attending the Simon estate sale, she procured an ancient jelly bean machine. She said she wasn't going to sell it, and she stuck it in her back room. And then she disappeared.
Oh, that's very interesting. Very intriguing.
Oh, they try to track her movements on the antiquated security system. It's very grainy, and all they see is her walking up and touching the jelly bean machine, and it flips open. The top flips open, the globe flips open, and something else slides, and she disappears.
Ooh, wow, that is so great. I love that it's around a jelly bean machine,
Yes.
It doesn't have to be some what?
I said it's pretty cool. It gives a little history of the jelly bean, of who invented it and why, and that kind of stuff.
See,
but it's just
well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I love that because it doesn't always have to be, I mean, these things are good too, but it doesn't always have to be an ancient evil relic that they dug up in some other country and this and that. You know, it's a jelly bean machine, you know, but it has causes something mysterious and maybe paranormal, you know.
Definitely paranormal.
Yeah, okay, that's paranormal.
Raven Hollow is actually a town full of paranormal people.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I love that.
So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you or anyone has read the Meringue Snowflake Magic, was a Christmas one
Yeah.
set in that town, where a woman that was, she was actually a witch that was wound up in witness protection, and they dumped her in that town. She
Oh,
didn't
okay.
know it was paranormal at that time until she discovered numerous things going on, and they had a cookie contest.
Oh, okay. Now I want to read that one too.
Yeah, that was fun. And
Yeah.
I liked the town that I set up and the way I did it and all of the characters. So this is the sequel to that one. And there'll probably be another one because I really like the town.
Oh, that's great. So you just have these different series and you can go around from one to the other and you're very busy. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, my first one came out September 2015. And the last one that just came out, Security Force of Two, just came out in May, and that makes 18.
Okay, great. Oh my gosh, 18 titles. That is amazing. Well, Tena Stetler, I want to thank you for joining us all here. And I say us because, you know, hopefully people will be watching this on creativity and the paranormal. Any last words for the creatives out there entering the paranormal industry?
Exactly.
Yeah, just keep going, right? Just keep doing what you're passionate about.
That's true. You know, well, I did do a lot of research for my Wilder book.
Oh,
I never set a book in history. You know, in 1783, I didn't know how they cooked. I didn't know how they heated their houses,
yeah,
that kind of stuff. That was difficult, and I'm not sure I would do it again because,
all the research.
right, yeah, it was real difficult. And while writing a book is difficult in itself, if you don't write what you like, it really shows.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, everybody, I will let you go, Tino. I've taken up too much of your time, but I like to say this little tagline, and it is, may all your paranormal encounters be magical.
Of course.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye.